Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Harry from Hasper TV. Back on a match review video. So Spurs finally won a game after 2 months in the Premier League. So Brentford 0, Tottenham Hotspur 2. Um, Despite the storyline seemed sort of comfortable, it wasn't as comfortable as it was clearly made out to be. Yes and no. I guess some people have different views on that. So let's go through the starting lineup. Kinski in goal. As obviously Austin played last game because he was cup tied. Kinski, but I think he's back for the next. Anyway, Porro right back, Spence left back, Gray and Davies. There's rumours going around that Van der Ven had a setback. I don't know if that's surprising or not, but here we are. Davies and Gray as our centre halves. This Danso guy is signed today as well. Going to briefly speak about it quickly. Yeah, I haven't heard good things about him, especially from TJ, if you watch TJ on my channel. So apparently Danso was at Southampton. He was rubbish, and then he went abroad, and bear in mind the French league isn't that great. Yeah, and he's not done that well there either in Ligue 1, and we've got him. Loan with obligation. I guess he's a body. Is he that great? I don't think so. And now we're chasing Disasi at Chelsea, who I've been told by tons of Chelsea fans are rubbish. So yeah, just enough on our transfers for that. I kept that quite short because it's going to get me annoyed. So yeah, on to the rest of the team. Obviously, Bentancur, Kulusevski plays the 10 in the game, which was good, which was probably a good choice on paper, at least it seemed. And Bissouma, so Bissouma, Bentancur, and Kulusevski, which on paper, I mean, should be enough to beat Brentford. And then in front line was more on the right. I'll talk about him in a minute. Son on the left and Richarlison up front. Now, let's go through the pairs performances first. I thought Davies did all right. Spence, our man of the match by far. But we did score our first goal through a corner, but it wasn't how you expect. It was kind of it was basically an own goal. Hit the player's back. I can't remember which Brentford player it was. Ranglet, something like that. And it went in. And despite, the fact that we carry on playing the high line, people probably forget this because later in the game, Spurs were kind of penned back, especially in the second half. But there was an instance, or there was more than one instance, where our line was literally on the halfway line. You had Gray, Davies, and the other defenders on the halfway line, right? And they play the ball over the top, and then Bremo runs, or I can't remember Bremo or someone like that, or Vistas. One of their attackers just runs, yeah, and it's like, why are we playing a high line with them? But eventually we were kind of pinned back when we were winning 1-0. And to a bit of our luck in some respects, because if you look at the statistics, Brentford are the highest scorers in the league, actually, at home, statistically speaking. They couldn't hit a barn door today. Brentford could not hit a barn door. Anyway, onto the midfield. I thought Bissouma again was a bit meh. Bentancur, probably better with the 3, I guess. Because Kulusevski, he didn't really have any effect on the game today. He created one big chance in the first half, which I was on the end of. I don't think he was that great, and partly, I think, for me, in my opinion, it's due to tiredness. He's played way too much football, Kulusevski. And then obviously the front line, Richarlison, his time is up, man. Like, he needs to be sold in the summer. Just not good enough. Son, yeah, he did. People point to the 2 goals that he created. I mean, the second one, I give him massive credit for, because that was like a really nice little pass into Sarr to finish it off. The first one from the corner, like, it wasn't really on purpose, was it, for him to hit back and go in? Let's just be honest there. So, and then obviously we had more, and he did take off more at half time. But why I don't see the point of playing like him on the right. It's clear he's way better on the left, but he's never going to drop Son. So I think we have a bit of a little thing there. Until Son goes, if he does go, he's way better on the left than he is on the right. But the front line wasn't that great. And like I said, the second goal kind of actually came against the run of play in some ways, because Brentford had most of the possession. I think they had over 30 crosses or some crazy amount of crosses, crazy amount of corners. And we just got the job done. And this is a big 3 points in terms of, if you think of like someone like me, 3 points closer to 40. That's the type of this. 3 points closer to 40 points. But it wasn't that great. And for me, it's kind of ironic that we win by like it probably should be a 1-0 game really, but 1 or 2-0, because Ange, I remember a few months ago, was like, if you want to watch these kind of games, go watch other teams. Now we're literally doing the same thing you said that you don't want to do and you want to entertain. Because it really wasn't entertaining. It was really bad. Like, we got the job done. And we just need to get to those 40 points, right? I just want 40 points. Okay, we've got Thursday, we've got Anfield, which is going to be much, much harder than this. Interesting to see what kind of midfield he puts out, especially in attack, because he did take off more at half time. So maybe he's saving him for the Liverpool game. I don't know, because Son surprisingly played the 90 minutes then, and by the end he definitely looked ragged. And obviously the defense, if Van der Ven's going to be rushed back again to play Liverpool, I don't know. As a rumor said he has a setback. Is this Danso guy going to play with Davies as our centre half pairing at Anfield on his debut? Danso. But I don't expect the fullbacks to change because Udogi's out. So, and Reguilon will not get a game at Anfield. I was surprised they didn't bring Reguilon late on to kind of just shore up the game a bit and maybe push Spence as like a winger, inverted winger, whatever you want to call it. But I just, yeah. Because Bergvall came on in the second half. I didn't think the guy had any effect on the game, if I'm being honest. I thought he was like not doing much. I think he probably needs a Premier League loan and toughen him up because I just don't think he's going to survive in this league if he carries on like this. I just think he's too lightweight. But maybe there is something there. But again, with most of our youngsters, apart from maybe more, I know Ajayi scored the other day, and obviously Scarlett came on late on as well, which was nice to see, but he didn't really have a chance, so I can't really blame him. But, people just sit there and overhype the youngsters so much and just wait and see, really, like, are they really that good? Moore's the one that excites me, but then he plays them on the right-hand side. So, yeah, it was 2-0. Probably a win I didn't expect because Brentford's home form was really good, and we're only the 13th win there. But is this result, again, another anomaly, or is it become a regular occurrence? And is the tactics going to be a regular occurrence? Or I thought, because I didn't think it was by design that we would come back and play the way we did. Because what I found quite surprising, we scored the second goal, and they showed Andy on the touchline, didn't even smile. So it's like, well, is he feeling the pressure then because he's not happy? And he's admitting that he's feeling the pressure, really, subconsciously speaking. Or is he not happy because we're not playing the style he wants to play? We still saw the goal. Hey, you can have your own take on that. But yeah, finally won a game 2-0, 3 points closer to 40.